Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Two to throw right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that'll it'll be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers going to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Going quickly out to the right side. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Again, it's Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. A run straight ahead with Achane. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until
oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 27 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quick throw there is incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Throwing is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
24-yard gain on the play.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball.
To throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Option handoff now to Achane. Shoves him away. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Achane will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And so we mark down at the 1. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick-6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
Go ahead.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Jets have got it. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. This second and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Snap comes at 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a... About 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Brees Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brees Hall, 35 yards. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Achane gets it from the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight, and I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, an 18-yard touchdown play. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Out route to Hill, complete. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Tua on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Being chased out left. Throw caught by Ochan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Tua up the middle, Ochan. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Tua. Right back to Ochan on 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Throwing Tua. They'll run Ochan. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they're getting with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
All right, let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.